Hey everyone, I'm Ryan from Feather and Finch Photography, and today I want to talk to you about another amazing venue called Adora Downs. Now, Adora Downs is, west of Brisbane, so it's just out of Toowoomba in a place called Mount Tyson. And yeah, it's an amazing venue. I'm going to go through the way I photograph it from a recent wedding, where the best light is, and what makes Adora Downs so attractive and unique, I guess. So as we scroll through, guys, we're going to be looking at a full wedding gallery, and I'm going to be talking to you about timing, light, etc. So as we go down, so this is the venue here. So out of Mount Tyson, you can see it was quite dry at this month, but it was beautiful. The weather was sunny, it was fresh air, and nothing much around, but listening to the sounds of nature. So the cool thing about Adora Downs is they have these little cottages, and this was my first time there. And the bride and groom, Brooke and James, you hire the whole space. So they had all these cottages, and all their friends and family had flown in from interstate, and it reminded me of school camp. As we go down, this is kind of one of the cottages here, and everyone's just out there having a good time on this big, huge farm venue. So, there's so much space. So, everyone, like I said, these are so cool, just seeing them kicking around and, all chilling rather than being in a hotel. It was a little bit different and unique, and obviously animals were a big part of it. So, this is just one of the cottages. I didn't get to go to all of them, but there's so many. The bride got ready in another, and the parents had another one, and they're all unique and really rustic and like a lodge, like you're just going for a camping holiday. It was really cool. I loved it. Here's another one just here. So this is where the bride was getting ready in the room, and you can see us photographing all the details. There's just really nice light in here. So we can do these beautiful light falling on this bouquet. You can see that's just window light there. And this whole timber, I love that feel. It reminds me of weddings I've photographed down in Threadbow and stuff like this. And then the next coolest thing, their family and friends all got together at lunchtime, and there was a big feast, I guess, over an open fireplace. A few of the grooms were playing basketball out on the court, which was cool. And people got to enjoy a meal with everyone before a ceremony. That was unique for me to see. You can see them here grabbing their food and making some fresh burgers, I'm pretty sure it was. And now we go back into where the bride's getting ready, back into the guys, and now they're on the other side of another cottage and getting some cool photos there. Really nice light coming in. This was photographed around midday, about 12 o'clock, and you can see the guys having fun time. Now, this was photographed. I did a before and after on Instagram. This was photographed in a tiny little single room cottage, and people were amazed at, how he could make something like this from a room literally, shoulder width. And like I said, it was like school camp. The rooms are so cool and cute. And then we head out, and James is opening his gifts. Now, back to the bride, you can see her cottage here. Like I said, really cool and really rustic. This is one of many cottages, and we head out. We get some beautiful portraits of the girls having moments, and she's stepping in the dress. Again, this beautiful window light coming through. This dark backdrop. The timber absorbs a lot of light, so rather than a white backdrop where everything's kind of bouncing around, this you can create these beautiful images where light's really falling on the subject. And yeah, it was so cool. It was a really cool venue, I have to say. Some more portraits out here, and you can see this light just falling so nice. And it is because of that texture behind Brooke, soaking in most of that light, and these girls are popping from that backdrop of that rustic theme. And really cool. Really cool. Love this. Now we're off to the ceremony. So this is the ceremony location, outdoor ceremony. You can see the beautiful flowers and floral arrangements. And as we go through, all the guests were here. I think there was about 130 so guests. You can see them all here. There's still so much room for seating and stuff like this. But just beautiful outdoors. The reception is actually where I'm standing, where I took this photo. and you'll see that very soon. So we're going through, you can see a lot of space as well. So when I do these videos, I'm always talking about space, and you know, as I show you guys these photos, there's so much space as a creative to move to document the story. This is the key in capturing these little moments, you know, that happen within a split second, you know, that there's to cherish forever, I guess. And you know, even just little laughter and stuff like that. It's all about having movement and room to flow. So they head off. You can see this beautiful flowers here, giving it a big pop of color. And then we get into some group photos coming up. And yeah, beautiful light at this time. So this is about 3:30 in the afternoon. I love these things, you know, these photos here, these moments. And then we get into some group photos. You see the group photos, just everything works. The colors look so beautiful. The rustic backdrop, and then we get into some bridal portraits. So again, going on at about 4 o'clock now, and then we head off for our portraits. Now, best light. So if you are looking at getting married at Adora Downs or have booked it in, check out on Google what time sunset's going to be on your wedding day. Now, because it's quite flat ground, say if sunset's estimated at 5:30, you know, for me, in my business, I would always say, you know, the best light is going to be right up until 5:30. So maybe like 5:15 to 5:30, that's prime time. Obviously, if it was in a valley, the hills may take the light earlier, but knowing Adora Downs, the sun's on the west, it's quite flat ground, as you'll see in a few photos. As we started, it was quite bright, which is not a problem at all. We utilized light differently and found some shade cover so Brooke and James could just connect before that light really fell. So this is literally 100 meters up walking from the ceremony. So they had a few canapes, and then we got to this little area here where they could just connect and have this beautiful time together. Now, you know, and then we head up here. So really flat ground up here. This gives a lot of time to use the light and wait until it falls and create images a little bit different. So this is with the light coming still through there, but not backlit at all. This is side lit straight on to Brooke or front lit. So, you know, and you can see here, guys, that the light is quite low now, and it's very flat ground. So this is at about 5:25 p.m. Sunset is scheduled at 5:30. And you see us start creating these dramatic portraits here as well, where they have this moment together to connect under this beautiful sunset. Yeah, really beautiful light and such a cool time. Yeah, such a cool time, and Brooke and James' story is so unique. So if you want to learn more about why you may see emotion in the images, jump on Instagram or the website and you'll see more. And this light is killer. Look at this golden light hitting all this kind of grass, and we head off and they get to share the last little bit of the sunset together, which is really cool. Now, time to rock and roll. So we're heading up to the reception area now. It was a little chilly, so this is in winter. So the fireplace is rolling, which is so cool because it sets an ambience. You can see this, there's an outdoor fireplace. Yeah, it's a really cool place for an ambience if you want, or that whole vibe, outdoorsy, but a lot of room for interaction, I guess, inside and outside. Now, as I skim through here, we'll get through into the reception so you can kind of see the setup of the reception. So it's kind of like a big rustic hall with some really cool props, and we've got the muso just ripping it. It was awesome on that wedding day. And you can see here the speakers and that. There's a lot of room as a creative to move around, and look at this amazing roast dinner. I love it. So hearty. Yeah, so really amazing hospitality. All the staff there are great. They really put it on. And I did ask the coordinator, so don't quote me on this. I said, what time do you guys normally close? And they said, you know what, when the last person finishes, we don't have a curfew here. This makes us a little unique because there's no surrounding properties out in Mount Tyson near us. So if the party's still going, we're still rocking. So I thought that was pretty cool because a lot of venues close early and some people are after later finishes on their wedding day, especially if they want to rock and roll and party. And you can see here, We got the bar at the back up here. Look at all this cool, fireplace. Everyone was huddling around this fireplace, and with all these cool tools on the backdrop. And now we're going in, about to start the party, the first dance. You can see some beautiful light coming through here, and some crazy antics to get the bouquet. Like I said, it was such a cool venue. It was so warm and cozy in there. It was cold outside for sure. And then the dance floor starts rocking. So that's Adora Downs. Like I said, some tips here if you are photographing there and you are a photographer, first time maybe. Last light is last light, so you've got a bit of time. The place is huge, and look at this. Like, I love that ambience right there. Everyone huddling around the fireplace, enjoying a bit of comfort outside. And another big thing for me, if I scroll back up, was seeing everyone get ready in a different little cottage that was unique. And then the lunch buffet all together. So two families, some of them had never even met, and they're enjoying this lunch together, which was cool. Guys playing basketball. How cool is that? What an awesome morning to chill out and get all these cool shots. So that's Adora Downs. I love that place. Can't wait to be back. Hope you enjoyed this.